What's up, people? Welcome again to my corner here on YouTube. I'm your host, Ray, aka Sourdough Shonen, and today I'm going to talk about Switch 2 announcement that came out earlier today. This is going to be a first for a while for the channel. The last time I probably covered video game content for this place was many years ago. But I thought it was fitting that I would go ahead and throw my hat to the ring in the big Switch 2 talk, since I did once upon a time actually used to talk about video games on this channel, and even actually covered the Switch 1 announcement many moons ago, so you can still watch it here on YouTube if you're curious to see what my thoughts were. This is going to be a long video because it is a full reaction to the whole event that occurred very early this morning here for us in the West Coast, so can't believe me if I was a little still sleepy. I was still sipping on my morning coffee. So yeah, everything you're going to see is going to be fresh for everyone going to watch for the first time, and you're going to see my reaction, and you're going to see my eyebrows get raised a little bit a few times throughout the event, and you can see me be maybe a little optimistic and maybe a little pessimistic on everything they announce on the Switch. So I'm going to send it to past me, and at the end I'll cut back to me to give you a few more details that earlier morning me did not know, but now I do know, and share some thoughts about that, and then we'll end this video. So without further ado, take it away, me. Alright, so Mario Kart World. A little late, but I think we managed to figure it out. It's been a minute since I've done live to tape.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
Sure. I mean, who doesn't like a good Mario Kart? I enjoy Mario Kart. Can't say I love it, if you will. But I'm excited. I'm guaranteed to pick up a copy, play with some friends, and chew everyone out because of some stupid blue shell.
Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Like every other Mario Kart. Transforming?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2
Diddy Kong would be proud, I suppose.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Looks good.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
This is gonna be like open world?
And in this Mario Kart game,
that's a lot of characters on screen.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Oh. It really is somewhat open world.
Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race,
from course to course, so like,
the competition is gearing up.
So,
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
So it's kind of like, wasn't it like a snow level like that in the last Mario Kart? Where it's almost seamless versus like laps, but expanded on even more so in this version? Huh.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Thanks, Breath of the Wild.
Wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
Well, what's there to do if you go off track?
Photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Day 1.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the
I was kind of expecting, I don't know, more other Nintendo properties. Curious, I mean, still could happen.
On the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, they did tease that with Splatoon and Link,
we'll share more details
and Animal
in the future,
Crossing,
so
yeah.
we hope you're looking forward to it.
I mean, that's what Sega did.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Ooh.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con too, we've added a new C button.
Bum bum bum.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
The famous C button. It's gotta be better than the 64 C buttons. New animation. Fancy. It is funny to just switch to. But I think they learned the lesson with the Wii U.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Uh-oh.
That was me. That was you? I think. So quick.
Not Discord.
Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
How good can that audio quality be if it's a microphone built into it?
Introducing GameChat,
Oh,
a new
no.
feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow me.
Skepticism coming out.
While using the GameChat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me.
From
right?
that far away?
Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
jump on here. Alright, let's keep going. Let's
And
move
it
going
does
left
noise.
right here.
Okay.
When it's noisy around
We got an
you,
RTX
your
card
voice
built in,
will still
apparently.
come through
Actually,
clearly,
this isn't a
letting
video.
you
If
chat
it's
with
fully
ease.
in it.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature
I
in
mean, I
handheld
guess I
mode too,
want to be
letting you
like
easily
optimistic
chat
and
with
excited
friends
because
and
playing with
family.
friends is definitely fun.
If
But at
you
the
open
same
chat
time,
menu and
Nintendo
turn
doesn't have
on
the
game
greatest
screen
track
sharing,
record when it comes to doing online features.
You can also share your
Especially
game
because,
screen.
like, didn't the Switch you have to use like the Nintendo app just to play? Oh yeah, also on the Wii U with Splatoon, which there's a reason why people just gave up and used Discord, and I guess that's why they said, well, we'll just steal from Discord, which I don't know, maybe is the right move, but I don't
You
know.
can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I'm like,
I mean, that's a little bit more interesting, the fact that you could all be doing nothing, still hanging out.
We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're a star. That's so cute. So cute.
I guess that's,
You
I
can
guess it's
adjust
kind
the
of also
size
a
of
little
your
bit
game
TikTok
screen.
brain, of you're kind of watching a bunch of things happen at the same time.
Like,
Where'd you go?
I feel like that would drive me insane, though, personally.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
Definitely going to want a LAN connection for this thing, because I don't know if Wi-Fi signals are that great. Unless this thing has Wi-Fi 7. Maybe if it has Wi-Fi 7, maybe that
So
could be the game
everyone
changer.
Can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try.
All right, because it said you could go anywhere in this game, so I guess you could just have
Okay, are you ready?
meetups.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller,
Chat?
there's an additional button.
Or this
With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
chat.
Really?
C for chat.
Actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
They will not mute
you
themselves.
can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
Oh
there's this.
no!
By connecting this camera to the system,
Oh god.
Hey.
Really is. It does have that NVIDIA technology in it, I hope.
Yo.
Which, to be fair, is kind of impressive.
How's
I've dabbled with it,
everyone doing? Good?
and it works
you can appear
more
on
often
screen
than not.
and video chat while
But
playing
I'm
a
just
game.
an anime man stuck on a 2D screen, so what do I know?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the camera.
You might hear a couple coffee sips here and there during this video.
Can you wait for me?
I apologize,
Please
but
look
not
forward to
sorry,
games which
not
use
sorry.
your camera feed like
It's
this.
too early in the morning. Picked the wrong day to live on the West Coast for this.
Go left.
If you don't know, I'm not a morning person. But video games, that mean trying
Using
to
GameChat. Even
check out
when
the
you're
video
apart,
games.
you
Well,
can play games
really,
and hang
basically, I'm
out
doing this
as
because
if you
I
were
did the
together in the
original
same
Switch
room.
kind of reaction
Play
reveal
together
thing back in the
or
day.
compete
So I thought
in
it fitting
online
to try to do it
multiplayer
for the
games.
Switch too, because I actually am pretty darn excited for this thing.
Chat
Because
while playing your
it's been
personal
years
favorites.
since Nintendo needed to put this thing out.
Decide your own rules for a retro game
GameCube games?
competition.
Are we gonna get GameCube games for the
Or
NSO
hold a sport
service?
competition between
I hope
families.
so. I hope so.
All together, anytime, anywhere.
There you are. We
Game
know what
chat.
you're up to, no matter what you're doing.
What did
Or
you think?
more
In developing
YouTubers
GameChat,
and Twitch streamers
our
to be
goal
worried
was for
about.
you to enjoy
I need more
playing
competition
online
because
with
I don't have
others more
enough.
closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
Camera.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh man, that's always the thing that hurts when it comes to new systems. It's like,
A
not
Nintendo
only are you buying the
Switch
game
Online
console
membership will
and
be
buying the
required
games,
to use
then I'm going to
GameChat.
buy the extra controllers,
However,
and all the
since
little
we'd like
accessories
as
just to
many
use the
people
thing.
as possible to experience GameChat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it
And
out.
smart, so pretty much a year.
Additionally, GameChat supports the Nintendo Switch parental controls app.
That's another
and different
concern, of
settings
course.
can be
Oh man,
adjusted.
that is
For
scary
example,
thinking about that.
Whether parental permission is always required when a
I
child
remember,
wants to use
what was
GameChat
it called?
to play with their
Roulette
friends.
chat? That was, that didn't work out too well.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together.
True.
But on Nintendo Switch 2,
Ooh.
you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with GameShare. As shown here, even games
Oh yeah, I
that
guess you
require
had to have
multiple screens
a...
can be played if one
Only for
person
the
owns a
card
compatible
game, and maybe one or two
With
things
GameShare,
you had a...
you can temporarily share compatible
special
games
app
with
that you didn't
others
need
who
that.
also have Nintendo
Yeah, we
Switch
got back to
2
the DS.
or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via GameChat, which we showed earlier. GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles,
so limited,
starting with a free
which makes
update for
sense.
Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. GameShare support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
I guess
Up
versus
next.
Switch 1?
We'd like to show you
Sound effect
the
ended.
Nintendo Switch 2 system
I
itself.
want to sue them. I opened my box and no
Please
click,
take a look.
no sound. Take it back to the store.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's
Just
how
showing
that
off.
compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With
How big's that
approximately
screen?
double
All
the
the
pixels
pixels.
compared to Switch,
All the
you can enjoy
pixels.
games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
So they bumped it up to 1080, which, I mean, I feel like that's the minimum these days. 120, huh?
The screen supports up to 120
shall
frames per
see.
second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
It's actually kind of cute to display that. Not OLED.
The
And
LCD
at that price,
screen
it has
is
to
more
be, 'cause
vivid
the OLEDs
and
are
supports HDR,
still more expensive.
providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con
I do
2
want to
controllers
get my
connect
hands on these
magnetically.
controllers and the way they
Strong
snap in.
magnets keep the controllers firmly
I don't know why I'm a
attached to
little
the system.
nervous about them looking at it
Detach
in
your
the
controller
videos
easily by
versus just
pressing the
the
release
old
button
one
on the
slides up.
back.
But we'll see.
The SL and SR buttons
Which
are
easily
bigger
should have been
for
bigger
greater
the first time
comfort
around,
and
honestly.
control when playing with a
I guess,
Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
well, I guess statistically Japan probably has smaller hands, but as the big
The
American
left and
boy
right
that I
sticks
am,
are now
yeah, that doesn't, the Joy-Cons don't work great, especially when you use it sideways like that.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
I'm
Both
looking
the
for to
left and
see
right
what we're going to do with
Joy-Con
this,
2
and hopefully just
support
not
mouse
more
controls.
motion control gimmicks.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Okay. Sure, why not?
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via GameChat.
I'm super
It
skeptical
also
about that
uses
microphone picking you
noise-canceling
up
technology
across
to
the
filter
way.
sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Once again, I didn't see an in-video
Even if
logo
you don't
support
have a
anywhere.
surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive,
3D audio.
three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Which I think works a lot better in games, so that makes more sense. Because I know they do that with like Apple stuff in music, and I'm always kind of like, eh.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a
Once again,
large,
speaking of original design
sturdy
airs,
stand. you can move
They
it
did
freely,
fix it in
like this.
the OLED model, right? I think it was the OLED model they changed that. 2 ports.
In addition to the USB-C
what's the
port
point of
found
2?
on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Tell me, I can take it.
It's
camera,
handy
that's it?
For connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Alright, simple but effective on the charging mode.
Nintendo
So
Switch
much
2
storage.
comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage. 8 times
That's actually
that of Nintendo
surprisingly
Switch.
higher than I thought
For
it would
storing
be.
your game downloads, save data.
Usually the standard is
and
like
more.
128.
Reading and writing data is also faster.
So that's cool. Ah, the 4K.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock
What about
to
8K?
connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
Hey, look,
for
the flow in the
compatible
LAN
games.
port too. Wow, thanks.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
I hope. Ooh, 1440p. That's actually a little more interesting.
The Nintendo
Oh.
Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system
It gets
cool.
hot.
This helps keep performance stable.
All right, well, that must mean it has more power, right?
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Woo!
Physical and
I know
digital
they were down
games are
something.
supported.
It's very good since a lot of us have giant Switch collections. For me, it's like either the Switch, or maybe the PS2 is the one I have the most of in my game collection. So it's a nice to have all that instant library
As you
on
just
day one.
saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
I mean,
We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
don't fix what not broken.
And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game.
Not this
Mr.
game.
Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Welcome
exclusive
tour?
to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here.
What was it called?
Okay, everyone,
Nintendo Land?
join me inside the game.
Nintendo Land comes again?
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
Tell me.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach
Where are
to
the
the system
magnets?
with magnets.
Swear to me.
And those magnets are inside the system.
Whoa, bruh.
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So
Metal.
that's how they attach to the system.
Metal.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
I think that's what I'll explain what magnets
Through
do out here.
examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm not sure if
Another
they're
example,
secrets.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust
It
the
is
position of the golf
neat
club and aim
that
for the
the
cup by
Joy-Cons
rotating
can
the
do that, and I
Joy-Con
imagine
2.
these do it even better with the basically Wiimote
By
like.
combining the mouse controls and
power,
gyroscopes, things like this
but
are possible.
I don't think there was a ton of games
There are
for
secrets
it.
to discover even as you're playing mini games and tech demos.
So they're just. I was gonna say they're just mini game tech demos. You beat me
Some
to
of the
it.
secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo
Paid?
Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Now,
Hey?
I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Are they red? Oh, they are.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game
They look red.
cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
That's smart of them to color coordinate, so it's
Next
very,
up
very
is
obvious.
Additional storage. Switch 2 will
Say
only
micro?
work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card
Oh.
and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Do I have an express card?
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2,
Like I said,
you
gotta
can
buy all
log
the
into your
accessories on
Nintendo
day one.
account
And I'd
to
rather
use
buy it
the
on day
system
one
transfer
because
feature.
once it's done, I have one
With this
ugly bill,
feature,
but now I
you
can
can
sit down and
transfer
enjoy my
saved
console
data,
and not get
digital
nickel and
games,
dime every 2
and
minutes.
more. We're also
the Pro
releasing
controller.
a new Pro controller. It has a C button, which launches GameChat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons,
I
which
want
you can
the
use
buttons
to
on the
assign
back. I
existing
don't think I've
button
actually
controls.
used it
In
on my
addition,
fancy controllers.
An audio jack has been added. We've
Wow,
introduced
thanks.
a few
We're back
new
to the Xbox
features,
360.
And after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Actually, I might check that out.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
5th? I
Very
felt like
much
they were
looking
going to...
forward to the day when you
My
all
original
get to
thought was
experience
summer,
it, so
but then it
please
took
wait
so long, I'm
just a
thinking,
bit
okay, maybe
longer.
we're back to fall. But no, we're doing summer. Which kind of makes
Now,
sense since they had success with
Broadly
the
speaking,
non-holiday release
on
of the
Nintendo
original
Switch 2,
Switch.
you can play 3 types of games.
Uh-oh. Here goes where it gets a little
The
confusing.
first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These
Brand
games
new
take
games,
advantage
the
of
red
performance
cartridges,
and
nice
features
and
of
simple.
Switch
That I
2.
understand. I keep up with that.
The second type is compatible games that were released on
Compatible.
Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals.
Is it
unique
going to be
ways to
digital
play on
only?
Switch
Can you
2,
buy a
and
cartridge
more.
of that?
Now, I'd like to show you the
Oh,
Nintendo
gosh.
Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
So it's a new game, which is good. The last game was really, really good.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game.
So you
and
have to have
adds
the
new
original game.
features, including mouse controls, audio recognition,
Oh, boy.
more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes.
I'm not too sure because now we're really, really
First
leaning into
up
like
is
the
Mario
Wii
Party
gimmick,
mode.
which
With a
they
single
had success
camera,
with it,
up to
but
4 players can join
I
the
guess
festivities.
it's not
You'll
really
be
for
able
me
to see each
currently.
other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions.
I
in
mean,
real
it's great
time.
for us,
Or
well, for
4
real
friends
streamers,
can
fake
take the
streamers like me.
party
Eh.
online.
How good, man, that is gonna have to be on point. Because if everyone's just using their regular mic, that microphone built in the game console,
Bowser will bring you
Not
on
sure.
stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
this is
Guide
that.
an
What was
RC
that
card
eye
with your
camera
voice.
for the PS2? I'm not
And
sure about
compete
that.
in other
Oh man,
minigames
this really is.
using full body movement
What year
and
is it? What's
sound.
happening?
Finally,
I know I said
take a
PS2 earlier. I
ride
didn't
on the
mean to take it literally,
mouse-controlled
Nintendo.
carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
I
When you
guess.
enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control
See, that's
an
what I was
arm.
saying. At the
And
moment,
one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag
all
objects.
the mouse controls are
Enjoy
for
the
little,
thrill of these intuitive
games.
minigames. How quickly can you reach the station?
which is fine.
From minigames that use a
guess.
camera, the built-in microphone,
But I guess.
mouse controls.
Well, I was gonna bring up the
and
Donkey
rumble.
Konga on the
biggest party yet
GameCube,
is getting
but that was
even
actually a
bigger.
decent rhythm game.
Super
But what I
Mario
really
Party
liked was the
Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2
Jamboree, the
Edition
actual
plus Jamboree TV
platformer
launches
game
on
that was
Nintendo
using those
Switch 2,
controller system.
July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario
I feel bad for
Party
the parents right
Jamboree
now because this is
can
going to be a
upgrade to
little
Nintendo
confusing.
Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some
What
more
about us
Nintendo Switch
VTubers?
2 Edition games.
I feel we were left out. Now here we go. There's an easy time to instantly home run. One, but
Nintendo
both,
Switch 2 editions
both
of
Legend
The
of
Legend
Zeldas.
of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced
Boy,
resolution
that looks
and frame
way
rate,
smoother.
and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
I mean, they look
So you can
really
play with
gorgeous here.
smoother, higher
Not sure it's coming
definition
up on the
graphics.
YouTube video, but it's looking pretty. Really, really
Plus,
pretty.
you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Link.
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
Is that the new one or the old one?
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help
Maybe
guide
the
you to
map might
various
actually be
locations,
interesting.
like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
I guess?
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another
Okay, that
player
makes
to
sense in
create
Tears of the
their
Kingdom.
game.
Especially for the speed those who don't even want to bother doing that, which is a lot like me. It is fun, to be fair.
We hope
You
these
should check it out on the
features will make your
podcast.
adventures even more enjoyable.
We did have several episodes about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath. Maybe it wasn't Breath. We did talk about Breath of the Wild, but
In Kirby
we definitely
and
have a
the
lot of
Forgotten
Tears of the
Land,
Kingdom
you'll
content.
be able to enjoy
Overall,
an
Talk
additional
podcast
story
if you're curious.
exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I'm actually
along with
surprised they did not
improved
forget about
graphics
Kirby.
and frame rates.
Good for Kirby. Also DLC.
This
So
story
basically
takes place
everything's
in the
gonna get
Forgotten
DLC.
Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Or Kirby just can catch a break.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Still haven't played this one. Like everything else in my back catalog.
Metroid Prime 4
Whoop, whoop.
Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Which one should I buy? That reminds me, I think my pre-order is still good at Best Buy for this, though now it's going to be only good for the Switch 1 edition?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse
What if
controls
they give you the
for
choice to
intuitive
upgrade? I
gameplay
doubt
on
it.
Switch 2.
For Best Buy.
Plus, you
That
can
hasn't been a
explore
thing
the
in-
immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per
I
second.
don't know, 5 years at
or
least?
enjoy
No, probably longer,
smoother
like
action
7
in
years?
Full HD at
When did they first announce it?
120
That's the
frames per
answer.
second. Choose from these two modes, both of which
Oh.
support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year,
But
will
all
not only
these,
receive a Nintendo
or at least
Switch version,
these are also
but a
getting
Nintendo
Switch
2 edition
versions.
as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2,
But
you can enjoy
if
your
you bought a Switch
adventure in
2, why would
Lumia
you
City
not
with
get
enhanced
the newest
resolution
version?
and frame rates.
Unless it can't hack it. Well, but I mean, it has to, or it's got to do better. It's obviously got to do better than the original
2 edition
Switch.
games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Or physical collectors like myself.
And if you
We're gonna
already
have to
own
start
the
making this
Nintendo
choice
Switch
soon.
version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
That's good to hear.
I
That's
hope you're looking
really what I
forward
wanted to hear.
these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
I mean, that's what PlayStation did, which is great
Next,
for
I'd like to
$10.
introduce a
If you already have
brand
the
new
PS4
game
version,
featuring
boom,
mouse
PS5
controls
version.
with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a
Question:
look.
what's that price? Hopefully, it's also another $10. Like maybe with a Zelda, I could maybe pay 20, but that's about it, and only for Zelda. Everything else would be 10, maybe 15, but it needs to be under $20 or under for sure for me. Well, here's that game I was talking about. What's the point? That's a basketball. Thought she kind of a catchy name at least. Not Rocket League. Well, that means you have to have a table in front of you as you play. If you're playing on the couch, which a lot of you probably are. I guess that poor coffee table. But then you gotta bend down to do such mouse-like controls. The more I think about that mouse setup, it's not ideal for the couch, I suppose. I mean, it looks... Okay, that's kind of cool. The idea sounds interesting.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con
But I guess you have to
controllers
really
as
have like a
mice to
computer
intuitively pull off
desktop
various
setup.
moves.
Like, once again, you're
We hope
being a
you're looking
YouTuber
forward to
streamer.
a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Third party. Whoop, whoop.
I have long observed the lands between.
The
This
Zelda
world
ring.
is in dire need of repair.
Huh. Get another game on the list.
Can't you? The rays of
I mean,
grace,
well, obviously it'll. Well, I don't know if. Well, it's a popular game. I don't see it doing bad. To me, it's more the performance. How good is that performance? But even Elden Ring, I think, didn't run very well on the other modern day consoles. If I remember right, I wonder if that changed with updates.
may you take the throne.
Sure, sure. I already have my copy. I'll play that one first.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister titan of time.
Maybe they haven't made a sequel.
You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens
First
of
game's
characters
pretty
from
good.
Greek myth
Pretty
in a
good.
story that reacts to your every
You watch me on
setback
Twitch, you
and
could.
victory.
Well, I would
It's
say
the
the
kind of game
VODs
you
are
can
still up
quickly
with
pick
that.
and
Isn't
play
true.
Whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2.
But I did play it on
later
stream.
this year.
Very, very fun.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。
Capcom.
我々がお届けするタイトルは
Hey, well,
ストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち
another thing I want to go into, but of course, once you start, you gotta keep up because they're gonna change the content, there's new characters, there's new combos to
26
learn.
キャラクターを収録したイヤーズ1、2ファイターズエディションの2バージョンをさらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発
Sure, I
売日にお
guess.
届けします。お楽しみに。
I guess that makes sense.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
I am Iron Man.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment,
Arsenal
and money.
gear.
I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No!
So, robot, what is it called?
I won't just
Monster Hunter?
I'll tear you apart! All children, bring hope to our lives.
I was gonna say, it's that game, isn't it? A little surprised because I don't think it sold very well on the
Split
Switch.
Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
I don't know.
The game is a story about friendship.
I hear
You
good
play
things
as
about this
Mio,
game,
who writes sci-fi,
but I don't know
and
much about
Zoe,
it. Sort
who
of,
writes
it's
fantasy.
great for co-op.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this: if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one. Trust me. And of course, you'll be
Which I
able
still
to
haven't
play
played.
Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world,
Oh,
both
EA.
on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited
More
to announce
Madden.
the EA Sports
There will be
FC
more Madden.
coming
Every little
to
gentlemen,
Nintendo Switch
breaking
2.
news. We will be more Madden.
Will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
I love EA when it
Sports.
shows up to the
It's
party,
in
only
game.
one that's profitable for them.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With
Didn't they
enhanced graphics
recently
and seamless world
cancel that
transitions,
studio or something, I think?
you'll
Or
be
close it
immersed in
down?
the Wizarding World like never before.
It's tough out there to be a game developer. I
And
feel
the new
bad for
mouse
these people.
controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
I'm not a Harry Potter person, so meh.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be
Now that I'm more a little excited for. Tony out here still doing it. That is the one good thing about the Microsoft acquisition, is we're getting this game, which I don't know why we weren't going to get this game. I think the first 1 and 2 remake did really well too, so it's even more confusing. of course. There's always time for a little bit of cameos.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
That's the Hitman people.
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
Which
As the best
is it a
assassin
live
in the
service
trade,
game?
Agent 47 does
Where they keep
everything he
updating
can
it?
to accomplish his mission.
I'm
And
not
how
too
each
sure because I
mission
know
progresses will vary
they had to
depending
buy the
on
rights
player's imagination.
back or out of from Square Enix.
Our ever-expanding game
I think that's
will
how that
release
works.
on the same day as Switch 2.
Hopefully it works
Plus,
out.
We are excited to bring
'Cause
another
game
familiar
developers need to win.
to the platform.
Oh yeah, aren't they doing a 007 thing? I forgot about that till right this second. I'm all excited now. Boom, boom. Project 007.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Oh yeah, I'm not, well, MGM, which is owned by Amazon, is controlled to the...
fades, is reborn.
Again?
Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
I guess?
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow
The
of
first one?
turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own
I mean, that's sure.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with
I guess I'm just surprised because I thought they would kind of modify the art style, but it really is kind of like drag and drop and upscale.
HD remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Here we go. Yakuza. Of course, say it's gonna be Zero again because they know Zero is the big money and break curse emergency for them. I'm kind of curious because, like I said, people love this one in particular. That's a safe
We'll
bet.
have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
I will take a look. Oh. Okay, not Dynasty Warriors. Oh, more. What, an HD first?
Descended from the heavens.
It's not gonna be a.
Joined hands with the Hylians
Well, it'd be a third one
who
over
dwelled
L.
on the surface.
Wait.
Their union led
How many
to
of the
a great and
Warrior
prosperous
Zelda games are
kingdom.
there now?
But in time,
Definitely Tears of the Kingdom more.
evil arose.
Ganondorf.
A war was
Ganondorf.
fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Huh? Is that what it's called? I already forgot.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Play as Zelda?
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
And then it's just a Warriors game. I mean, I guess. Sometimes if I'm in the right mood, I can get into a Warriors game. I think the last one did, or the what's it, Origins? I like how I was slowly trying to be like, oh, we should do something with actually Zelda and her Zelda games. Age of Imprisonment, not Age of Calamity. I think that was the name of the last one. Okay, like a little excited, kind of.
That was Hyrule Warriors.
Let's hope
Age of
the last one
It's being
because the last
developed
game
by
did not run well on the
Games.
original Switch. So
With
hopefully this
support
one
from
and maybe an
Nintendo.
upgrade or an update of the game
We
on
hope
the Switch
you're looking
2
forward to the
will be
untold
good for
story of
everyone,
the Imprisonment
and you can enjoy both of these
Which took place in Hyrule
Dynasty
long
Hyrule Warriors.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Uh-oh.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
I hope so.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion
Still got the Sega there, huh?
you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at
Mario Kart or World content. Woo! Called it. All right, write the check. Give it to me, baby.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new
About
classic
time.
game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Gonna reprint those GameCube controllers too?
GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here
Don't
are the
say that.
titles that will
Don't
be
ever
available
say
at
them.
launch.
Don't.
A Legend of Zelda
Never tell me the
game that
numbers.
looks like a
Never tell me the
cartoon
year.
come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Still a great game. Amazing game.
Transcending history and the world.
With Link? With Link? I mean, they got Link on the cover. It's the GameCube edition, right?
3D weapons-based fighting game.
That's great.
Each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon.
There he is,
And Link,
our hero of
from the Legend
time.
Zelda series enters the fray. Soul
My favorite
Calibur
Link.
2.
I love him so much.
Experience a world
At least
of
finally,
white-knuckle
F-Zero
racing
in
at speeds over
2025.
2,000
Yeah.
kilometers per hour.
It's a
30
really great game,
machines
man,
will put
honestly,
it all
though.
on the line
Kind of
and
sad we're
get
not getting
defined
anything else, but
races.
at least you can play
Featuring
that
the
one.
series first, machine customization and story mode. Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games
Made
that
by
support
Sega.
multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
That's nice that you could really customize it. Sure look like a
More
GameCube
titles
controller
will
there.
be added in the future.
I'm gonna say, where's my Fire Emblem? Hey, Chibi Robo.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Now that's a
the
little bit
Switch
more
2
of a motivate.
exclusive game
Obviously, you get more
library
bang for your
coming
buck
to
because you
Nintendo
just
Switch
get access
Online
to these
Plus
great
expansion pack.
games,
Launches the same day as the hardware's release.
which is good because
And
I know I don't
a
use my
dedicated
service that
controller
much.
designed after the original GameCube
See?
controller will also be released. It can connect
Smash
wirelessly
Brothers fans,
and also
rejoice.
has a C button to quickly access
So it's a
GameChat.
way better controller.
The Nintendo GameCube
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy
controller,
me some.
exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
So many pre-orders.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't
Like I
played
said,
them before,
accessories.
we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue
Still
to
play
play
the old
select
ones.
games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
So far, nothing's blowing my mind. It's coming right at me. Huh? Oh, it is Undertale. I was like, is this Undertale? Never really. I mean, I played it, but I never got into it. Sure.
Hi,
Is that a new
I'm
thing, or
Randy
has that
from
been
Gearbox.
announced someplace else?
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo
That would make
Switch
sense,
2.
considering how much they're promoting the
Borderlands is
multiplayer
back.
aspect. And
Move
Borderlands
and
is
shoot
very
your
much
way
that.
through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from
Everyone's
2K
favorite.
on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Civ? I
of
mean, I
Sid
guess now
Meier's
you have a mouse controller. Nothing to stop you
In
now.
Civ 7, you'll establish
Unlimited
an empire that will
power.
Guide your people throughout the ages of history.
Time for coffee break.
With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2.
The same day, you
And
say?
if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience
I didn't know it was
constant
on the
growth of
Switch.
Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
How much is
And
an
we
upgrade?
have even more
They're gonna
news
wait till
from
after the
2K.
stream to tell us that if we're lucky today,
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinx.
which
And I'm
is
Ben
not
Fisher.
good.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
Sure.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft.
Not
Let's
guilty.
slay some trees.
Everyone loves crafting and building.
Awesome!
Uh-oh, and there goes the stream, apparently.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, stream. Time for a magic cut.
Taste.
There's Final Fantasy. Did it fix itself? I think it finally fixed itself. Silk Song, I swear it's coming. Story of Seasons. And those who didn't pay enough money to get an official spot on the presentation. Not Monster Hunter? Game Boy Advance vibes. 2S. Alright, well, gotta give up on that one. Does look good. I should probably play that game. I bought it. I still think the audio's off, but okay, I guess it's better than what it was earlier. Fast Fusion. If Nintendo won't make it, we will. Shin Megami Tensei. Ugh, more games I'm meaning to play. It's becoming like a game genre, isn't it? Breaking news, Fortnite will be on the Switch too. Ridge Racer! Ooh! Alright, what the heck? Why is that like probably the next one of the most exciting things I've seen in the presentation was the quick page turner. Look at all these great games. And all these on day one?
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Hopefully it's a big boy. What could it be? Alright, it's me on Saturday night. Take my hand if you want to live.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel,
Mario Kart.
and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Castlevania. Doesn't ring a bell. No. I had a feeling. Sure, just has some From Software vibes. Alright. Why not? Futuristic Bloodborne? Alright, apparently also near Automata. You have a gun? That looks friendly. Huh. Play with your friends.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the
Double jumping out here?
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Sure looks like a From Software game, don't it? Alright, and Monster Hunter. Does seem a bit of a kind of greatest hits and a maybe too many ideas. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very behind on the From Software games. Maybe you could do a lot more things in Elden Ring than I thought.
And one alone.
Or is this very weird? The Duskbloods, not Bloodborne. Because it can't. Well, it could be, but that would only be possible with Sony's approval. Because I'm pretty sure they own the name of that one. Okay, sure. Only.
What you just saw was a
That's,
brand new game by From Software.
Interesting. I didn't expect Nintendo to pay for exclusivity for a From Software game.
Miyazaki will share more details about the
Mr.
game,
Miyazaki
so please
himself.
check it out when it's available.
Huh.
That's all from our publishing and development partners.
It's interesting. Granted,
I'd like
like
to
I
thank the
enjoy From
developers who appeared
Software
today,
games,
as
but
well as our publishing and development
I haven't
partners
played a lot of them.
who prepared for
Bloodborne
this
is basically the one I
presentation.
really played and really liked. And I've been meaning to play Elden
In
Ring.
addition to
Really
what we
have.
saw today, our partners
So
are
my
working
next
on
pile
many
of games to
coming
play?
Nintendo Switch 2.
All right.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next,
Suppose I am.
please take a look at this.
I will. That's what I'm here for. Kirby. It's got a starship, so far it's favoring me. It is Kirby. Is this Smash again? I'm kind of hoping it's not Smash again. Oh, it's the racing one. Much better. With Air Rider, that's what it's called. No wonder Sakurai came back. That did not do well on the original GameCube release. I imagine F-Zero fans are even more annoyed at the moment. There you go. It's only been 20 years. Mr. Sakurai. Once more into the fray. He knows how to make a good video game.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the
So
Nintendo
shocked, my
GameCube
goodness.
system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game.
Don't these
We hope
people.
you're looking
I already know
forward
the
to
number.
Kirby
You don't
Air
have to tell me the
Riders,
number, all right?
directed
I
by
remember. I was
Masahiro
there.
Sakurai.
I was in the trenches. I remember the great GameCube wars.
Next is
They
our
were so
last
small.
trailer for today.
And you took
Please
them with
take a
you
look.
for lunch. Surprised one of the big hitters is Kirby Air Ride. Me. But who's doing it? Retro? And it's the old design too, huh? I know they've been pushing this old design. Poor Miles probably got excited for a quick second there looking at that design, because that design sure looks like a different developer, perhaps. But also maybe has worked on this property. Such destructive power. Now, it isn't Mario, but it's pretty close. Kind of. Miyamoto does love his Donkey Kong. And even some 2D stages. Wow, we're just going to steal from Sega even more. Time to do the Donkey Kong rap. I did mention the Jungle Beat? Once again, that's what it's called. They can help themselves, could they? Coming this summer.
That was a brand new 3D platforming
Sure,
action
I mean,
game starring Donkey Kong.
I can't say I love Donkey Kong,
Bananza.
but
With incredible strength,
Nintendo
slash through
platformer.
enemies, walls, the ground,
And I like the fact that
and just
they're like,
about
okay,
everything as you
we
demolish
can't
your way
be
through a
just
massive
Mario with
underground
Donkey
world.
Kong instead.
More details
So they
will
did
be
change
shared
some
in
of the
future.
mechanics, it looks
We
like.
hope you're looking forward to it.
Might even be close
Thank
to a
you for
Wario,
watching
maybe?
so far.
Wait, they haven't set the price yet, right?
To recap, Nintendo
June
Switch
5th,
2
okay.
launches on June 5th.
Lucky us. Let the pre-orders
Finally,
begin.
here are the
Fight.
hardware options that will be available.
Oh,
at
here we
launch.
go.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
It's almost like it sells really well.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live.
That's it? Just
later
add it
today.
in a digital copy?
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
Did I zone out on the price?
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
What? Huh? I know it's early in the morning and my coffee still hasn't really kicked in. Did I just miss something? Yep, that's not, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about all these games. The GameCube stuff and Metroid is very exciting, so I will definitely watch it, but I don't think I'll record that endeavor. But I'm sure I'll record it and bring it to you guys podcast time next time over on Otaku Podcast. So yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct, April 2nd, 2025. Am I crazy? Did I miss the price? I'm like baffled a little bit if that's what just happened. I'm also baffled they choked so earlier during that presentation. All right, let me do some a little bit of computer magic here. If I can find my cursor. If only I had my Switch 2 cursor, it would be a lot better. Let me bring it back. Here? No, well, how about here? I guess I'm just doing chat. My fake stream here. Welcome to live to tape recording of me talking about what I just witnessed. It was okay. Like, it was fine. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I've seen a lot of hype in the last few days, and granted, it's just poor YouTubers, internet personalities working hard, trying to make content, which I get it. But yeah, maybe underwhelming. We got Mario Kart, but they already teased Mario Kart, so that's not new. And it made a bazillion dollars with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and once again, they came on the Wii U. So that's a very old game. So finally get a new game on that is good. I'm kind of curious about the off-roading part about that game, and I guess open world aspect of it. But at the same time, I can't see it just yet. But like I said, I'm not the biggest Mario Kart person, so yeah, maybe I was never going to get excited no matter what they announced for it. I mean, I guess if they showed more Nintendo characters showing up in a Smash Brothers like way, that might have got me a little bit more excited. Yeah. But yeah, there's no... Am I crazy? I'm going to have to look up in a sec if I can. See if there is actually a price for this thing. Granted, I imagine with current financial situations out there in the global scale, I'm starting to feel like Nintendo's like, ooh, we don't know what to sell this for because we don't know what the price is actually going to be. And we don't want to pay that cost. And someone has to pay that cost. And usually it's the consumer. Yikes. What a great time to be a consumer. But yes, I mean, the storage is good. 256 is higher than 128. I do like that. They mentioned the differences between Switch 1, Switch 2, different games in the cartridges, but then there's also the upgrades of the games. So that's good that you can upgrade like PS4 to PS5 games. The thing I didn't like, they didn't say a price for that. The GameCube stuff they did announce, that's probably the most exciting thing I saw today, which is kind of funny considering I already have my GameCube collection still. And there are enhanced methods to play such GameCube games on portable devices, let alone on your other devices, let's say. So, like, it's cool, but I've been playing GameCube games using other ways, let's say. So, it's not crazy for me. But I imagine for those who like sold their GameCube in their collection years ago, it'd be nice for them to come back and revisit really good games on that system. But yeah, I mean, From Software's making a game for Nintendo. That's kind of crazy. I'm a little excited for it, but I am also very skeptical about the power of the system. I know they say it's stronger and better, and they've had almost a decade to improve the console. But yeah, I feel like there was no like details, the specifics of. There was no details of like what's new about it. What or the hardware. Like, what's the hardware specs? That's what I'm getting. I'm trying to like overfast, but like, what isn't it? We're assuming it's some new chip from Nvidia. Maybe there's some rumor leak info out there on it, but it's kind of nice to have the actual company who's making the device to tell you, oh yeah, this is that. And the way they were talking about all the online features is neat and makes sense that once again it has to have the power of Nvidia stuff in there, because that's what a lot of the stuff, the features they built into the RTX card series. So that makes sense. But yeah, I'm also very, speaking about skepticism, that microphone thing and having it like down there where your TV setup is and where you're at, I'm just don't believe it. Maybe everyone has a different setup, but my current setup in my living room, my Switch dock and the couch, very far away. Especially if you have a big TV like me. I'm a spoiled brat with my 65-inch TV, so that means you have to kind of be further back a little bit to really take in that marvelous, beautiful screen. Yeah, I just don't see that microphone picking up very, very well at all. So okay, I don't know. It's one of those. Let me give it to my hands. Let me test it. It's kind of wish one of those little times you could go down to your local Target, Walmart, and test it out for yourself to believe the hype. But obviously, online features are probably something you would have a tech demo for. But you know, the idea of to play for it yourself. So yeah, that's concerning, I guess. Kirby Air Riders. That's cool. I like the game. I can't say I love the game if I'm being honest, but I do like the creativity of the game, and it was very different at the time, and it was not Mario Kart, and it was not F-Zero. It definitely had its own personality and style that Sakurai believed in, and apparently he believes so much he's out to do a sequel game after 20-something years, which they just love to point out to me. So that's cool, but we didn't see gameplay. We just saw a trailer. Maybe they'll show gameplay tomorrow. I already forgot the list. I have to go back to the video to see what will be in the playlist. Trying to think of anything else of note that I was like, oh my goodness gracious. A lot of games that we saw announced for other consoles is coming here, like Hades 2, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I'm kind of curious to see if that's going to get other releases on other platforms. I imagine yes, but if they do that, is it going to be like an upgrade thing? Or is it going to be a full new release and call it like Zero Remastered, which is pretty funny to me when I think about it. But, I mean, maybe. Like I said, it was a little underwhelming, I guess, for me. I guess I wanted the details. I was coming here for the details of, okay, you can upgrade to, you know, your Mario Party game they showed, and you could get the Sony iCamera toy thing upgrade, which, I'll be honest, not for me. I guess if you were younger, and maybe if you do more streaming things, which I barely dabble with, maybe that is something up your alley because you can see people's real reactions and surprises. But for a VTuber like myself, that makes it pretty hard to do. And I already have my own setup, thank you very much. And I have my own microphone here, and this and that, and headphones and this and that. I have all the magical setup I did, and I'm not sure I don't want Nintendo to be in charge of that since, once again, does anyone remember the Switch Online service with Splatoon and using the app for voice chat? Yeah. Very, very skeptical about that. Trying to think anything else comes to mind. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing. It was fine. It was very fine. To me, like, it was the bare minimum of what they needed to get accomplished today. But I guess they got accomplished today? I'm scrolling back down here, trying to see if there's anything. Yeah, I guess the new Hyrule Warriors is kind of cool. Kind of. It depends. Once again, does it run really well? Huge question on that to be successful in my opinion, at least for me to pick it up. And yeah, I mean, they showed Metroid, but Metroid's coming also to the original Switch. But obviously, if you have a Switch 2, you're gonna probably want to pick up the Switch 2 version. Oh, they're charging you for that tech, quite almost literally a tech demo, which, wow. Okay. Didn't even wasn't Wii Sports free on the Wii? I guess the future of Nintendo. Yeah, they spent a lot of time talking about the online stuff and connecting with your friends and getting a camera. And yeah, I guess I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more interesting out of the USB on the top. But I mean, I don't know why, but I guess I was. But really, it's for the camera, and you could charge the Switch while you're playing on tabletop mode, which is good because that's something I realized a few times. I don't play a ton on tabletop mode because usually I'm just playing on my Switch on my hands, but so that's good. I'm struggling out here to come up with positive things to talk about. It was very April 5th, or not April, no, that's not that soon. June 5th, I think it said. First week of June, basically. They didn't even say pre-order dates, did they? I guess they're very concerned about meeting the demands and popularity and manufacturing costs right now. Which, with this week, currently, if you're watching this in the future, you go ahead and look up current news headlines for the first week of April. And yeah, you might see some reasons why Nintendo has avoided this, getting to the nitty-gritty about those details, because they don't want to lose the shirt, and they don't want this thing to have a terrible, terrible launch. And that's why they should have come out last year. Oh, Nintendo, they're kicking themselves right about now because everything is quite up in the air, let's say. So that's extra stress on Nintendo. I think the most thing I got excited about was the 007 thing, which I think it was the same teaser trailer that came out like a year or two ago for. There was the basketball game using the mouse controls, which I did complain they need to have something for that setup because they keep talking about it. But once again, if you're playing on the couch, and you don't have some kind of like table or dinner tray table or coffee book table, how do you do that? On your lap? I'm not sure no one wants to rub Joy-Cons on their lap. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know. Zelda? The Zelda remastered quotation mark versions that you upgrade to with both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom looks really, really good. Like the little bit, I think that's why one of the highlights. It was only on screen for 2 seconds. It's a game I already played, ton of, but looked really pretty. And it'd be nice to have those games run at their full potential because they can get rough. They run overall the best that Nintendo developers could make it, which, let me tell you, a lot of developers cannot make it even as close as good, but they got a higher percentage points, let's say, with those releases of those 2 games on that old hardware. I mean, Breath of the Wild got away with it because it was the first game to come out, but, you know, Tears of the Kingdom definitely... So I'm excited for Zelda remasters or upgrades, GameCube remasters, upgrades. I don't know. I mean, the Donkey Kong looks kind of cool. I'm kind of surprised they really looked a little bit more rare than I thought it would be. For a second, I was like, wait, that can't be a Banjo game, can it? Because I'm like, there's no way they're doing that as a last reveal. So, a little disappointed. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's a little bit more disappointing than I thought. I don't know if I had to give it a grade. C+, maybe? The price is kind of the big thing you want to hear. The thing comes out in 2 months, and they don't know what the price is unless the number's so bad, they're like, you go look it up after this direct. We don't want you to know that until you go up and line up at your local store or make that Amazon pre-order. But yeah, I guess I was kind of hoping for that big, crazy title. But honestly, with the backwards compatibility of having your Switch catalog instantly available to you, that hopefully will run like better. Because I know that was the thing with certain like PS4 games that if you grab the PS4 version, but you put it in the PS5, it actually ran a little bit better than if it was the actual like PS4 hardware. So they didn't really say that, but maybe it's implied. Maybe they did imply it. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you love Mario Kart, but yeah, that angle about the open world concept still, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's still early in the morning. I might try to go back to bed for a little bit. But yes, that was the Nintendo Direct of 2025. Switch to details revealed. What can you do? Welcome back, people. It is Future Ray here to tell you his final thoughts about the Switch 2 announcement. Still kind of going through it. Still feeling a little bummed out by it, but also a little bit more optimistic overall. So yes, the one thing we did find out since the video came out, and now I know why they didn't, and now I know why Nintendo didn't decide to show this part, is apparently the Switch 2 will be launching at the price tag of $450, which is a little bit more than I guess I'd wish it to be. Personally, I was aiming more for the $400 range, since I think that's the very compatible price that consoles like that should be at. But as I mentioned earlier in the live reaction, right now the financial world we're in is unpredictable, so I can see why Nintendo is hedging their bets, let's say. And there's a lot of potential in this game console, so is the $50 going to stop me trying to pre-order one? No, I'm still gonna go for it. The other shocking thing is that apparently the Mario Kart World game is gonna be asking $80 for, so I guess the $500 price tag that comes with the Switch 2 bundle with the digital copy of the game is apparently quite the deal, which is something Nintendo has done before. I think they did that. There was that offer that Nintendo gave with the Zeldas and the other two, the vouchers, the ticket vouchers, that's what they're called. If you were part of the Nintendo Club online service thing, you could get 2 games for a discounted price, so it makes sense they're trying to do something like that with this bundle set. And yeah, guess what that's going to sell, because everyone's going to want a copy of Mario Kart, but if you're a hardcore physical collector yourself, you might be annoyed that you'll shell out the extra money just to have the physical cart. I'm debating that right now if I'm going to spend that money. Something to think about as we get closer and closer to the June 5th, I think is the date, announcement for that $500 bundle set. But yeah, and then the compatibility thing, they're still apparently working on that list. Not everything will work, but that makes sense. That's a lot of games to test. But they did say pretty much everything first party will work. And even some of the updates will actually be free. I saw the list, including some of the last, I think, some of the Pokemon releases. The two Zeldas was the one that caught my eye with the remake. Was it Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom? That's what it's called, which we didn't talk on the podcast. If you're curious, go check that out. But yeah, that's very good news because free updates is great. And honestly, those two Zelda games in particular really need the help. So thank goodness for this new hardware that is finally coming out. And I am curious to see how many more games will get the free stuff, will get the free update, and how many will be the more charge. I don't think anyone so far has the pricing for those upgrade fees, as I mentioned in the video with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But like I said, $20 is the max. Still the max for me. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there's more $10, $15 upgrade fees. But I also remember Nintendo being a little cheap or expensive when it came to the upgrades for the Wii U Virtual Console stuff. So we'll see what happens there. Time will tell. I'm sure I'll have yet more information, more thoughts and opinions coming down the line. As I mentioned earlier, I'm sure we're going to talk more of this on the podcast over Taku Taka Podcast. Don't know, I'm an anime video game podcast that comes out pretty much every week, which I need to start working on after this video comes out. And yeah, so we're going to talk about everything since the announcements, how everyone's feeling, what's excited, what's not excited, this and that. So look forward to yet more content from me and other places out there on the internet to see me talk about Switch 2 and see, and you can hear, and then you can hear if I actually get my hands on my grubby hands on that little console. So look forward to all that and so much more coming away. And yeah, that's going to pretty much end up this video for today. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Hopefully you got a little fun seeing my surprise Pikachu face here and there. And let's just say, without spoiling anything, I'll see you real soon. But before I go, of course, I have to remind everyone that, hey, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below some comments, your thoughts. Send me that like button your way. And of course, subscribe to the channel where you'll definitely have guarantee anime content. Maybe if this video does well, more video game content. I am curious. If not, that is what Taku Taka Podcast is for. So go ahead and go follow me on YouTube or pretty much anywhere else we find podcasts, you can find the podcast. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I am going to try my best to get this video out before the end of the day. Fingers crossed for me. And once again, I'll see you real soon, perhaps. Week. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me this whole time, and hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the near future. Until then, laters, people.